بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآل Muhammad. One of the questions that we are here to address today is the difference why some Muslims pray with the hand folded and why some Muslims pray with the hands down. Now we can see that among the Muslims. However, what is more known when it comes to the Shia school of thought is that Shia across the world, they always pray with the hands down, without praying, folding arms. As a matter of fact, in the Shia fiqh, if a person is to pray that intentionally, can cause trouble with your prayers. So for that matter, Shia, the followers of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, we often pray with the hands down. Now the question is, why so? Why not pray with the hands folded like the other Muslims? The answer is, as we said before, the Prophet says, pray as you saw me pray. Now, there's nothing, no hadith ever been reliable that the Prophet ever at any point prayed with the hands folded. Never. Okay? Now, there are some narration that is very weak, which is known as riwayah da'ifa. It's a very weak hadith where they say the Prophet in the battlefield, he got injured, and then when he came to pray, the Prophet folded arm, and then it became something that the Prophet continued afterwards. That is one of the narration. Now, but when it comes to the validity of this narration, there is no proof that ever this happened. Number one, which battle did this happen? Who did this to the Prophet? Where did that happen? There was no any proof to prove that. For that matter, this is absolutely not acceptable. Now, but we have for sure that all Muslims agreed on that the Prophet did pray with the hands down. That's number one. Number two, it is also proven that the first one to start folding arms in the prayer was Umar ibn al-Khattab, the second Khalifa. Now, for that matter, history has even proven that even the first Khalifa, Abu Bakr, when he lived and died, never, even one time in his life, ever folded his arm in prayer. So what started was the second Khalifa. Now, the second Khalifa also brought this in the picture when he invaded Ard al-Faris, which is the Persians, and they brought them as the prisoners of war. They were standing in front of him, folding arms as this. Then he saw them. He asked, and they explained that these are Persians. This is how they stand in front of their leader or people who they respect, and that's why they stand in folding arm in front of you. Then he says, يُعْجِبُنِي أَنْ أَقِفَ بَيْنَ يَدَيْ رَبِّي هَكَذَا. I will love to stand before my Lord, such the way they standing. Then he started to do that as something that he brought added to the Islam. Now, for Shia, we said, according to the Islam, the Quran was very clear. الْيَوْمَ أَكْمَلْتُ لَكُمْ دِينَكُمْ. Today, it perfected the religion. Nothing need to be added by me or you, or nothing need to be taken out by you or me. Whatever the Prophet taught and died should stay as it is. For that matter, Shia stayed on what the Prophet taught before he passed, not adding anything to the list. Now, last not the least, even when you come to Imam Malik, one of the great scholars who lived in Medina before, Imam Malik doesn't allow his followers to fold the arm, especially in wajib prayers. Why? He said, it did not prove to me that the Prophet ever folded arm in the prayers. So even when you come to Imam Malik, he also agrees with the Shia, Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, that folding arms has no base according to the teaching of the Prophet or hadith of the Prophet that is happen to be strong. Walhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.